Listen up, my friend, because I'm about to share a truth that'll hit you like a lightning bolt and set your soul ablaze with purpose. Picture this: you're standing in the middle of a storm, rain's pouring, winds are howling, and the weight of life's battles is pressing down on you. Maybe it's the sting of a friend's betrayal cutting deep, the endless grind of bills piling up, or the quiet ache of feeling like you're fighting alone, unseen, unheard. What's your name? Where are you at right now? Are you sitting in a dimly lit room, scrolling through your phone, searching for a spark to reignite your fire? Or maybe you're driving home after a long day, wondering if you're enough. God's speaking to you in this moment, his voice cutting through the noise, saying, "My child, I see every tear, every struggle, every silent prayer. I've got you, and I'm calling you to rise. You don't have to carry this burden alone. The Lord has a plan for you, a purpose bigger than the pain, a destiny that outshines the darkness. But to step into it, you've got to stop explaining yourself to demons and people, those folks who walk into your life not with love, not with encouragement, but with judgment, cruelty, and negativity that try to snuff out the light God placed in you. They strut in like they've got a divine right to drag you down to their level, to dim your shine, to make you question the very essence of who you are. And you're out here pouring your heart out, explaining, defending, justifying who you are, what you do, why you believe what you believe. You're laying out your reasons, your dreams, your struggles, trying to prove you're worth something, that you matter in God's eyes and theirs. But let me ask you this and lean in close. Why are you wasting your breath, your God-given energy, on people who've already closed their hearts to the real you? Why are you draining the strength the Lord gave you on souls too lost in their own darkness to see the radiant light God crafted in you? God's calling you right now, saying your worth is in me, not in their approval. Stop giving your power to those who don't deserve it. Stop explaining yourself to demons and people, and start living for the purpose I've placed in your heart. You've been explaining yourself to the wrong crowd for far too long, my friend. Think about it. How many nights have you lain awake, replaying conversations where you tried to make someone understand your choices, your heart, your journey? You've been bending over backward, trying to convince people who have no intention of seeing you, no desire to embrace the masterpiece God created in you. You're out here defending your decisions, like why you took that job, why you walked away from that relationship, why you're chasing a dream they can't comprehend, constantly seeking validation from folks who not only refuse to give it, but are actively working to tear you down. And why are you pouring your precious God-given energy into those who don't deserve a single drop of it? Why are you explaining yourself to demons and people? Maybe you were raised to believe that if you just explain enough, if you lay out your actions and intentions clearly, people will get you. They'll see your worth, your heart, the reasons behind your choices. You grew up thinking that if you could just make them understand, they'd nod and say, "I see you now." But here's the raw, divine truth, straight from God's heart to yours. Some people can't understand you, not because you're lacking, not because you're not enough, but because their hearts are locked shut, their minds clouded by judgment, their egos too fragile to embrace anyone who doesn't fit their narrow worldly view. They're not ready to see the light God placed in you because they can't even see it in themselves. So you keep explaining, pouring out your story, your reasons, your struggles, your dreams, trying to show them the real you, the one God crafted with purpose before you were even born. You bend over backward, twisting yourself into knots to make them understand, but every time you do, you lose a piece of yourself. You lose your peace, your energy, your joy, the very things God gave you to thrive. You give, and they take and take, but they never truly see you. They never understand, trapped in their limited ways of thinking and feeling, projecting their insecurities, fears, and bitterness onto you. You're out here asking tonight, begging for their approval, while they're too busy wrestling their own demons to notice your light. All you're doing is feeding their darkness when God's calling you to feed your soul with His love, His truth, His purpose. Stop pouring your heart into those who can't hold it. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 proclaims, "Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, before you were born I set you apart." God himself affirms your divine purpose, known and chosen by him before time began, a purpose that no human judgment can diminish. These demons I'm talking about, they're not the kind you see in horror movies or read about in spooky tales. No, the demons and people are real, walking among us every day, cloaked in negativity, judgment, manipulation, envy, and bitterness that can choke the life out of your spirit if you let them. They show up in the guise of friends who smile to your face but whisper doubts behind your back, family members who claim to love you but criticize your every move, co-workers who undermine your success, or even strangers who feel entitled to judge your path. They wear masks of familiarity, affection, or fake concern, but beneath it all, they're toxic, wielding words like daggers to stab at your self-esteem. Their actions carefully crafted to make you doubt yourself, to shrink you down, to keep you second-guessing every step you take. It's seen it myself, people who'd rather see you fail than celebrate your wins, who'd rather keep you small than watch you soar. These demons don't care about your growth. They're obsessed with keeping you stuck, trapped in their cycles of negativity and self-doubt, because your success threatens their comfort. But God's got a different plan for you. He's saying, I didn't create you to shrink, I created you to soar on wings like eagles. You don't owe them an explanation for who you are. You don't owe anyone an apology for being the masterpiece God made you to be, for chasing the dreams he planted in your heart. You don't have to justify why you choose peace over chaos, why you choose kindness over anger, why you walk away from toxic relationships or situations that dim your light. Your choices are yours, valid because they come from the heart God gave you, aligned with the purpose he set for you. You're not here to live by anyone else's rules or expectations. You're here to live the truth God wrote on your soul, to chase the dreams he planted, to create a life that glorifies him. Now let's get real. What's your name? What's the dream God's put in your heart? Are you holding back because someone's made you feel it's too big, too unrealistic? These demons and people want you to question yourself, to feel guilty for not fitting their mold. They'll criticize your decisions, like why you're pursuing that career, why you're standing up for yourself, why you're daring to be different. They'll belittle your achievements, make snide remarks about your goals, try to convince you you're not enough. They'll manipulate you into thinking your worth depends on their approval, that you owe them proof of your value, your right to succeed, to love, to be happy. But let me tell you, in God's eyes, their approval means nothing. Why waste your time explaining to someone who's chosen not to understand? Why spend one more minute chasing approval from someone who'd rather see you stumble than soar? Stop trying to prove your worth to those who can't see it, who are too busy wrestling their own insecurities to recognize the light God placed in you. The only one you need to answer to is the person in the mirror and the God who created you. You owe it to yourself to live authentically, to make choices that align with the values God instilled in you, to stand firm in the truth he's written on your heart without needing anyone else's nod of approval. You're here to live your truth, to chase the dreams God gave you, to create a life that reflects his glory. That's what those demons can't stand, you being unapologetically you, walking boldly in the purpose God designed. It's time to stop trying to change their minds about you. Stop chasing approval from those who don't matter in God's plan. Stop explaining your dreams to people who can't see the vision he gave you. You're not here to convince anyone of your worth. You're here to live it, to embody it, to let it shine so brightly it drowns out their doubts. Imagine this: you're standing on a stage, the spotlight of God's love shining down on you, and the audience is full of naysayers, doubters, demons, and people trying to boo you off. But God's in the front row, cheering you on, saying, "Keep going, my child. I made you for this." Those demons want you small, weak, fearful. They want you to explain away your greatness to make them feel better about their mediocrity. But you, my friend, are meant for more. God says so. You're meant to rise above the negativity, the judgment, the hate, to step into the destiny he's prepared for you. And the only way you do that is by stopping the explanations. Stop justifying your decisions, like why you said no to that toxic job or relationship. Stop defending your boundaries, like why you're protecting your peace. Stop feeling guilty for cutting out people who drain your spirit. You don't need to explain your choices to anyone who won't respect them. You're not here to serve their insecurities or make them comfortable with your success, your peace, your God-given light. You're here to walk in the power God gave you, to rise above the noise, to show the world what's possible when you stop explaining yourself to those who can't see your worth. The demons in people will never disappear. There will always be those who try to tear you down, make you question yourself, make you feel small. But you don't have to engage with them. You don't have to explain yourself to them. Let them stay in their darkness while you step into the light God created for you, your light, your truth, your greatness. You are worthy of everything you desire, not because of what you've done, but because of who God says you are. You don't need to explain why you deserve success, love, or happiness. You already do, because God created you for it. You don't need to convince anyone of your value. It's already written in His book. Your worth is not up for debate. It's time to stop explaining yourself, to stop seeking validation from those who will never see you for who you truly are. It's time to live unapologetically, knowing you are enough, just as God made you. So stop explaining, stop defending, stop justifying. You owe no one anything but the freedom to be yourself, to walk in the purpose God gave you. And that, my friend, is more than enough. Psalm chapter 139, verse 14 declares, I praise you, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. God Himself affirms your inherent value, crafted by His hands for a divine purpose. Let that sink in deep, my friend, like a seed planted in fertile soil. How many times have you caught yourself justifying your actions, your decisions, your beliefs, trying to make someone see your heart? How many hours have you spent explaining why you do what you do, why you believe what you believe, why you've made the choices that shaped your life? Maybe it was to a parent who didn't get your career path, a friend who questioned your faith, a partner who doubted your dreams. You did it because you thought it was necessary, that if you could just lay it all out, they'd understand you better, see the real you, the one God created with purpose. But here's the divine truth God's whispering to your soul. You don't owe anyone, not a single soul. When you grab hold of this truth, it's like a heavy chain breaks off your heart, setting you free to soar. You're not here to meet everyone else's expectations, to bend to their demands, to make them comfortable with the life God's called you to live. You don't need to explain your worth to anyone. It's already established by the Creator who knit you together. Your decisions are yours, valid because they come from the heart, soul, and experiences God gave you. You don't need permission to live your life, to chase the dreams He planted. You don't need approval from anyone but the God who made you and the person you see in the mirror. Think about it. How many times have you apologized for being you? For chasing the dreams God placed in your heart, like starting that business, writing that book, or standing up for what you believe? How many times have you explained why you needed to prioritize yourself, your health, your happiness, your future, like why you took a break from a toxic relationship or set boundaries with a draining friend? And how many times did those explanations fall on deaf ears, met with judgment, criticism, or blank stares? You didn't need to explain any of it. You don't owe anyone an apology for living the truth God's given you. Your journey is yours alone, a sacred path between you and the Lord. When you start explaining to people who don't understand, who don't support you, who don't care about your growth, you're giving away pieces of the power God placed in you. You're dimming your own self-worth by believing their opinion matters more than yours, more than yours. But that's not how He designed it. No one's opinion of you outweighs what God says about you. You are His child, His creation, His masterpiece. You are not defined by what others think of you. I'll say it again, because it bears repeating. You are not defined by what others think of you. You are defined by what you think of yourself, by how you carry yourself, by the integrity God's given you to live your life with purpose and faith. People will always try to box you in, label you, tell you how to live, whether it's a boss telling you to play it safe, a friend saying your dreams are too big, or society saying you need to follow a certain path. But God's voice is louder, saying, I made you free to be you. You don't have to fit into anyone's box. You don't need to meet anyone's standard of success or happiness, only the standard God set for you. When you stop explaining yourself, when you stop chasing their approval, you step into the freedom God intended to be who you truly are, without apology, without explanation, without justification. There will always be critics, people who question your decisions, judge your actions, misunderstand your intentions. But you don't need to justify yourself to them. You don't need to explain why you're making the choices you're making, why you're pursuing that passion, why you're walking away from what no longer serves you, why you're standing firm in your boundaries. Their opinions don't define your reality. Their understanding doesn't determine your worth. Let me ask you, what's your name? Where are you at in your journey? Are you carrying the weight of someone else's judgment, feeling like you have to prove yourself? That energy you've spent trying to explain yourself to people who'll never get it, that's energy you could have used to invest in yourself, to move forward, to grow into the person God created you to be. You don't owe them anything. You don't need their understanding to live with purpose. All you need is your faith in yourself, your commitment to the goals God gave you, and the love He's placed in your heart for who you are. There's a freedom that comes with letting go of the need to explain yourself, like shedding a mask and stepping into the light God made for you, unapologetically, without hesitation. You are enough, just as you are, because God says so. You don't need to explain why you're worthy of success, happiness, or love. You already are, because He created you for it. You don't owe anyone anything. Your journey is personal, sacred, guided by God's hand. Your experiences, choices, challenges, they're yours, part of the story He's writing through you. While others may have opinions, may want you to follow their path or meet their expectations, the only voice that matters is God's and yours, echoing His truth. You don't need to explain why you're taking the road less traveled, why you're not living the way others expect. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your life. So stop explaining, stop justifying, stop defending yourself. The only one who needs to understand your decisions is you, under God's guidance. You are the architect of your life, with God as your foundation, your cornerstone. You know your heart, your desires, your purpose. You don't need anyone else to validate you. The world won't understand your journey the way you and God do. Stop wasting energy on those who will never get it. Your worth isn't up for debate. Your dreams don't need anyone's approval. You don't owe anyone anything. Live for yourself, live for God's truth. The rest will fall into place just as He promised. Galatians chapter 1 verse 10 questions: am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. God calls you to seek His approval, not the world's, to live boldly for Him. Demons in people come in many forms, and trust me, we all face them. They're not the monsters of movies or fantasy novels. They're real, walking among us, cloaked in negativity, judgment, manipulation, envy and bitterness that can suffocate your spirit if you're not careful. They show up as friends who smile but secretly resent your success, family members who claim love but question your every choice, co-workers who undermine your efforts, or strangers who feel entitled to judge your path. They wear masks of familiarity, affection, or fake concern, but beneath it all, they're toxic. Their words cutting like knives at your self-esteem. Their actions crafted to make you doubt yourself, feel small, second-guess every move you make. I remember a time in my own life when I faced this: a colleague who'd clap me on the back but whisper doubts about my dreams, trying to keep me in a box because my ambition made them uneasy. These demons don't care about your growth. They're obsessed with keeping you at their level, trapped in their cycles of negativity and self-doubt. They want you to stay small, to settle, to conform to their limited view of what's possible. They'll tell you your goals are too big. Maybe it's that business you want to start, that book you're writing, that faith you're holding on to. They'll say your dreams are unrealistic, your beliefs misguided. But hear this straight from God's heart: their demons are not yours. What they say, how they try to diminish you, reflects their inner turmoil, not your reality. God's saying, I made you for more than their limitations. Don't let their darkness dim your light. These demons feed on your weakness, your vulnerability, your uncertainty, your fear. They thrive on making you question your worth, your purpose, your path. They want you stuck, small. Because if you rise, if you step into the potential God gave you, it forces them to face their own failures, fears, and inadequacies. Your success shines a spotlight on their stagnation, and they can't handle it. Instead of owning their lives, they project their limits onto you, trying to keep you down so they don't have to confront their own choices. But you don't owe them your energy, your time, or your explanation. The demons in people will never give you what you need: love, support, encouragement to rise. They offer only doubt, fear, criticism, telling you you're not enough, not worthy of success or happiness. They'll say you can't have what you want, can't achieve your dreams. And the worst part, sometimes you start believing them. Their demons creep into your mind like a fog clouding your vision, shaping how you see yourself, dictating your sense of worth. I've been there doubting my path because someone's words got under my skin, making me wonder if I was chasing the wrong dream. But God's shouting through that fog, don't let their lies take root. I made you for greatness. Their demons only have power if you give it to them. You don't have to engage. You don't have to accept their negativity. You don't have to let their words define your reality. You don't owe them anything, not your time, not your energy, not your explanation. The moment you recognize these demons for what they are: fear, insecurity, bitterness dressed up as people, the moment you stop letting them control your thoughts and emotions, their power over you fades. They're not worth your energy. You don't have to prove yourself to them. You don't have to explain your worth, your dreams, your path. You don't have to seek validation from someone determined to make you feel small, someone too busy wrestling their own demons to see the light God placed in you. You don't need their permission to be great, their approval to live the life God called you to. So you don't need to seek validation from people. You don't need their approval to live the life God designed. When you stop giving these demons your energy, something miraculous happens. You reclaim the power God gave you. You take control of your story, your narrative, your purpose. You stop letting others define you. Stop letting their negativity shape how you see yourself. You start seeing your worth, your potential, the greatness God planted in you, and you stop letting anyone dim it. The demons lose their grip the moment you stop engaging. Challenges will come, you'll face them. Toxic people will show up, you'll meet them. But when you stop feeding their demons, when you stop giving them your time, thoughts, energy, they lose power over you. They no longer control your emotions or actions. You can walk away from their negativity without it touching your soul. You can move forward with your life, your dreams, your vision, knowing their demons have no say in your journey. Stop letting other people's demons control your happiness. Stop letting their bitterness, jealousy, negativity dictate how you feel about yourself. You're not responsible for their demons, just as they're not responsible for yours. You're responsible for your peace, your growth, your happiness, all gifts from God. Protect your energy from those trying to drag you into their darkness. There will always be people trying to hold you back, tear you down, make you doubt your worth. But you don't have to engage. You don't have to give them your energy. You don't owe them anything. You're not here to save them, you're here to save yourself, to rise above, to step into the greatness God destined for you. Don't let anyone, no matter who they are, pull you down to their level. Recognize these demons for what they are: obstacles to your God-given purpose, and choose not to let them have power over you. Choose to walk away, protect your peace, stay focused on the path God's laid out. They may try to pull you down, but you don't have to go with them. You're stronger than their negativity, more powerful than their judgment, destined for greatness, and no demon can take that away. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 states, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." God equips you with His strength to overcome, to rise above every challenge. Focus on your peace, my friend, because it's your lifeline in this chaotic world. What's weighing on you today? Is it the stress of a job that's draining your soul? The pain of a relationship that's gone cold? Or just the noise of life pulling you in every direction? God's whispering through the storm, "Come to me, all you who are weary, and I'll give you rest." In this crazy world, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, other people's opinions, the stress of life, the weight of responsibility stealing your peace like a thief in the night. But here's God's unshakable truth. You can't control everything around you, how people treat you, what happens in the world, the challenges that come your way. But you can control your peace, the sacred gift God gave you to guard your heart. And when you grab hold of that truth, everything changes. We all face obstacles, setbacks, struggles. Life's full of challenges that can shake us to our core, make us feel like we're drowning. But amidst the chaos, you've got the power to protect one thing, your peace, the peace that surpasses understanding, the peace God promises. When you focus on your peace, you stop letting external factors control your inner state. You stop letting people's negativity, life's drama, or the endless stream of bad news steal your joy and serenity. Because the minute someone robs your joy, your serenity, you've let the world's chaos take over. Too often we let others' demands, their expectations, the pull of the outside world dictate how we feel. We get caught up trying to please everyone, meet their standards, live up to their expectations, running ourselves ragged to keep the peace for others while losing our own. But in doing so, we lose sight of what matters most, our peace, the peace God offers to anchor us. We start living for everyone else, neglecting ourselves, forgetting that our well-being, happiness, inner calm should be our priority, because that's how God designed us to thrive. You don't owe anyone your peace, not a single soul. You don't have to sacrifice your serenity to make others comfortable, to fit in, to meet their demands, to avoid conflict. Your peace is your birthright, a divine gift from God, not something you give away for anyone or anything. Imagine your peace as a garden God planted in your soul, lush, vibrant, full of life. You wouldn't let just anyone trample through it, would you? The moment you focus on your peace, you reclaim the power God gave you. You see that no matter what's happening around you, whether it's a boss breathing down your neck, a friend judging your choices, or the world screaming chaos, you can stay grounded, calm, centered in God's love. This doesn't mean life will be perfect. Challenges will come, hardships, difficult people, stressful situations, moments of doubt. But when you focus on your peace, you handle them with grace and strength, guided by God's hand. You stop letting life's chaos control your emotions. You take charge of how you react, letting go of what you control and holding tight to what you can. Your peace, your anchor, your gift from God. The world will pull you in a million directions, like a tug of war with your soul. People will try to make you feel responsible for their problems, their emotions, their drama. But you don't have to take it on. You don't have to carry the world's weight on your shoulders. You don't have to get caught in the negativity around you. Focusing on your peace means letting go of what no longer serves you, toxic relationships that drain your spirit, unnecessary stress that clouds your mind, the constant need for approval that pulls you away from God's truth. You stop letting other people's chaos become yours. It means setting boundaries, saying no to things that drain you, to people who take without giving back. It means standing up for yourself even when it's tough, even when they call you selfish for choosing you. It means protecting your time, your energy, your well-being, because God says you're worth it. You have the right to prioritize your peace, to put yourself first, to choose what's best for your mental, emotional, physical health, as God intends for His children. There will always be those who try to disturb your peace, challenges that threaten to throw you off balance. But when you focus on your peace, you grow stronger, more resilient, rooted in God's strength. You develop an inner calm that no external force can shake, a peace that anchors you like a mighty oak in a storm. Your peace becomes your fortress, and nothing can take it away. When you choose peace, you choose a life of clarity and strength. You stop reacting to chaos and start responding from a place of calm and wisdom, guided by God's Spirit. You stop letting others' emotions dictate how you feel. External circumstances control your mindset, or draining people and things steal your energy. Your peace is yours to protect, a sacred gift to nurture. And peace doesn't mean avoiding conflict or running from tough conversations or challenges. It means facing them with calm, composure, knowing you control how you react, how you show up, how you handle adversity with God's grace. You don't need to fight every battle, argue with every person, or fix everything around you. Just keep your inner peace intact, no matter what happens. Not everyone will understand your choice to focus on peace. Some will criticize you for setting boundaries, saying no, protecting your time and energy. They'll call it selfish, say you're too focused on yourself. But that's okay, you don't need their approval to guard the peace God gave you. It's your responsibility to preserve it, to nurture the garden of your soul. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for choosing peace over chaos, stillness over drama, happiness over stress. As you keep focusing on your peace, you'll notice a shift in your life. You'll have more energy, more clarity, more joy, like a river running freely after the debris is cleared. You'll stop feeling overwhelmed by the world and start feeling in control, grounded in God's purpose. You'll see that focusing on peace makes you more powerful, more aligned with the destiny God has for you. You show up as the best version of yourself, undistracted by the world's noise, centered, grounded, at peace. So take a deep breath, let go of what doesn't serve you, stop giving away your peace. Protect it, prioritize it, focus on it. And watch your life fall into place, blooming like a garden under God's care. When you guard your peace, you unlock the power to live with clarity, strength, and true happiness just as God intended. John chapter 16, verse 33 affirms, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." Jesus assures you his peace surpasses all challenges, anchoring you through every storm. You matter, period. That's not just a feel-good line, it's God's truth, etched into the very core of who you are, the foundation you stand on, the reason no one or nothing should ever make you feel otherwise. You matter not because of what you've done, who you know, or what you've achieved, but because you exist, a unique creation crafted by God's own hands. Your life is valuable, your presence vital, your worth beyond the measure of worldly circumstances or opinions. We get caught up in the world's definition of success, chasing titles, money, likes on social media, the applause of the crowd to feel like we're somebody. We look outside to validate our worth, seeking recognition, accolades, applause to prove we matter. But God's voice cuts through that noise, saying you matter because I made you, because I love you, because you are mine. Your worth isn't tied to fleeting things like wealth, status, or others' opinions. You matter because you're unique here, irreplaceable, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece in God's gallery. No one else has your story, your heart, your purpose. And that alone makes you significant, a vital thread in the tapestry of his creation. There are days you feel invisible, like you're shouting into the void and no one hears. No one sees, no one appreciates what you bring to the table. Moments when you question your worth, feeling like you're not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy of love or success. Maybe it's a rejection that stung, a failure that hit hard, or just the quiet ache of feeling overlooked. In those moments, hear God whisper, "You are enough just as I made you." The world may not always see you as you see yourself, but that doesn't change the truth of who you are, a child of God, created with purpose. Your worth isn't up for debate, it's set by the Creator who breathed life into you, who called you his own. We often think our value lies in what we accomplish or how others see us, how many awards we've won, how many followers we have, how much we've checked off society's checklist. We get lost chasing goals, milestones, expectations, forgetting to pause and see the value God placed in us from the start. You don't have to prove anything to anyone to matter. You don't need to meet someone's standards, achieve their dreams, or live up to their expectations. You matter right now with all your imperfections, your unique qualities, just as God made you. Recognizing you matter shifts everything, like a seismic change in your soul. It changes how you carry yourself, how you face the world, how you walk through life's storms. When you truly believe you matter, you stop seeking validation from others, stop measuring your worth by their yardstick, stop letting their judgments define you. You start living for yourself, for God's purpose, making choices based on what's best for you, not what others think you should be. You honor your needs, desires, dreams, knowing you're worthy of everything God has for you. You matter not because of what you do, but because of who you are, a vessel of God's love, kindness, compassion, intelligence, resilience. These are what make you special, what the world needs. You have a unique perspective, a story to tell, a gift to share, like a light only you can shine. Don't let anyone, even yourself, convince you you're less than extraordinary. Your life has purpose, your existence is significant. a divine assignment from God Himself. Life's challenges can make you doubt your worth, obstacles that feel like mountains, people trying to dim your light with their words or actions. But their opinions don't define you. You're not defined by failures, mistakes, setbacks, or the voices that say you're not enough. You're defined by your ability to rise, to keep going, to believe in yourself despite it all, because God believes in you. You matter because you keep fighting, showing up, striving for the life you want, the life God destined for you. And you don't have to be perfect to matter. Perfection doesn't exist. We all have flaws, mistakes, areas to grow. But those don't make you less valuable, they make you human, relatable, a testament to God's grace. Through struggles and triumphs, failures and successes, you matter. Your effort showing up daily, striving to be your best self, that makes you significant. No matter where you are, it's easy to get discouraged when life doesn't go as planned, when dreams feel out of reach. But you are enough, right now, as you are. Your value isn't tied to outcomes, it's in your God-given worth. A truth that stands firm no matter what. You don't have to prove anything, meet anyone's expectations, or fit their mold. You're worthy of love, respect, all the good things life offers simply because you exist, because God says so. The world can be a tough place. People may try to tear you down. Life may throw challenges. Doubt may creep in like a shadow. But through it all, remember, you matter, period. You're important. Your existence purposeful. A vital part of God's plan. Struggles don't diminish your value, they add to your strength, forging you into the person God created you to be. You're here for a reason, and no one can take that away. So no matter where you are, what you've been through, how much you doubt yourself, hold this truth close. You matter, period. You matter because of who you are, the love you give, the difference you make because you're alive, a living testament to God's glory. Your presence isn't an accident, it's a divine appointment. You have a purpose, and your life is worth living. Never forget that you matter, and don't let anyone, including yourself, make you feel otherwise. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 states, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." God confirms your purpose in His plan, a purpose that shines through every trial. Stop apologizing for who you are, my friend. Too many of us are taught that to be accepted, loved, to fit in. We must apologize for our uniqueness, our strengths, our flaws, the very things that make us who we are. We shrink ourselves, dim our light, hold back to make others comfortable, to avoid rocking the boat. But God's voice is clear, saying, "I made you to shine, not to hide in the shadows." You don't owe anyone an apology for being yourself, for being the person He created. You don't owe an explanation for your existence, your feelings, the path you're walking under His guidance. You are who you are. And that is enough, more than enough. Because God made you. We live in a world where comparison traps us like a snare. We look at others' lives on social media, in our communities, and wonder if we measure up, if we're doing enough, living right. We start believing we're not good enough, that we must change to fit someone's ideal, someone's mold. We apologize for our quirks, our dreams, our ambitions, the things that set us apart from the crowd, but that denies our true selves, our authenticity, the very things God made special, unique, irreplaceable. That's a tragedy, a rejection of the gift God gave the world through you. There's no one else like you, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, crafted by the Creator's hands. No one has your story, perspective, talents, heart. You bring something unique to the world, something only you can offer. Why apologize for that? Why apologize for being you, for walking the path God gave you, for living true to the purpose He set in your soul? The world needs your authenticity, your truth, the light only you can shine. When you apologize for who you are, you deny the very gift you are to this world, the gift God intended. There's a lie we've bought into, that we need to be perfect to be worthy of acceptance or love. We see others' highlight reels on social media, perfect families, perfect careers, perfect lives, and believe we must be flawless, have it all together, be what others expect. But perfection doesn't exist. Everyone has flaws, challenges, doubts. No one has it all figured out. And that's okay, it's beautiful. A testament to God's grace in our imperfection. Your imperfections make you human, relatable, a canvas for His redemption. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You're worthy just as you are, as God created you. When you stop apologizing, you give yourself permission to live authentically, to pursue the dreams God planted, to follow your heart, to stand in your truth. You stop hiding behind masks, facades, the version you think the world wants. You show up as the real you, the one God designed. And something amazing happens. You attract people, opportunities, experiences that align with who you truly are, not who you think you should be. You live a life that's authentic, fulfilling. Yours a life that reflects God's glory. You also give others permission to do the same. By stopping apologies, you led by example, showing it's okay to embrace flaws, stand tall in uniqueness, create space for others to stop hiding, apologizing, shrinking to fit someone's mold. The world needs more people unapologetically themselves, confident in their God-given worth, shining as He intended. It's not easy. Society pressures us to fit in, conform, meet expectations from every angle. From a young age, we're taught to please others, follow rules, make everyone happy. When we don't, we feel like we've failed, like we're not enough. But you're not here to please everyone. You're here to live true to God's call, to fulfill His purpose for you. When you live authentically, you find freedom, peace, the courage to be yourself no matter what others think or say. The world's full of people telling you who to be, how to act, what to do, parents, friends, society, all with their own agendas. But you don't have to follow their script or live by their standards. You don't have to apologize for not fitting their box. You're your own person, a child of God, and that's to be celebrated. Embrace your individuality, your quirks, your story, the things that make you unique. Those are what make you powerful, what make you stand out, what make you a light in the world. When you stop apologizing, you live true to your heart, aligned with God's purpose. You stop chasing approval, seeking validation, trying to be someone else. You find a deep peace of belonging that comes from being true to yourself, not fitting in. You see, your worth is intrinsic in your very being, and no one can take that away. So stop apologizing, stop shrinking to fit someone's idea of you. Stop hiding your light. Stop pretending to be someone you're not. Stand tall in your truth. Embrace your flaws. Celebrate your uniqueness. You're worthy of love, respect, all the amazing things life offers, exactly as you are, because God says so. Don't let anyone, including yourself, make you feel otherwise. You're enough, powerful, deserving of everything meant for you. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 declares, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." God proclaims you are His masterpiece, created for a purpose only you can fulfill. You were meant to rise above, my friend, like an eagle soaring above the storm. Life's full of obstacles, challenges, moments that test your strength, that make you feel like you're up against a wall with no way out. But hear God's voice loud and clear. You weren't born to be defeated, to stay down, crushed by life's struggles. You were born to rise, to overcome, to shine, no matter what comes your way. You have the power within, the strength, resilience, determination God gave you to conquer any obstacle. It's easy to look at life's challenges, maybe a job loss, a broken relationship, a dream that feels out of reach, and feel overwhelmed, lost in pain, stuck with no way out. But that's where your power lies, where God's strength shines through in those moments when it feels impossible, when you think you can't go on. God's saying, "I'm shaping you for greatness, refining you like gold in the fire." If you don't see value in this moment, you're being tested not to break you, but to build you, to prepare you for a future that demands your strength, wisdom, resilience. No matter how heavy the burden, you're meant to rise above it with God as your strength. There'll be days when it feels like the world's against you, when you're drowning in doubt, when everything's falling apart, nothing's going right. Maybe it's a financial struggle that keeps you up at night, a family conflict tearing at your heart, or just the weight of feeling like you're not enough. It's easy to question if you're strong enough, capable enough, worthy of the life you dream of. But in those moments, remind yourself who you are, a child of God, someone who's overcome so much already. You faced struggles, fought battles, come out stronger every time. I've had those days myself, moments when the weight of the world felt too heavy, when I doubted my path, my purpose. But God reminded me, and He's reminding you now, you've already risen above challenges. This is just another for you to conquer. Life's struggles don't define you, don't determine your future. They shape you, refine you, but they can't break you unless you let them. Every challenge, setback, hardship is a chance to grow, learn, rise higher, to prove to yourself how strong you are, how faithful God is. The strength you need is already in you, placed there by God, waiting for you to tap into it. You were meant for greatness, and struggles are stepping stones to that destiny, part of the journey God designed. It's easy to get discouraged when plans fail, to want to give up, throw in the towel, walk away. I've been there, facing rejection, setbacks, moments when quitting seemed easier than pushing forward. But that's not you. You're not a quitter, you're a fighter, someone who rises when everything says fall, who refuses to be held down. The road to success, happiness, fulfillment is tough, full of twists and turns, but God made you to walk it, to run it, to soar above it. No matter how many times you stumble, fall, you have the power to rise again because God's strength is in you. You're not defeated by failures, you're defined by how you get back up, how you keep going, how you trust in His plan. There's power in resilience, strength and persistence, a divine fire that burns brighter with every challenge. Every time you rise, you'll grow stronger, wiser, more capable, closer to the person God created you to be. Your victories may not always be loud or celebrated by others. Sometimes it's just you and God knowing you overcame. But every rise proves your God-given power, your unyielding spirit. Rising above isn't about never falling, it's about the courage to rise every time, refusing to let challenges break your spirit, moving forward no matter how tough the journey. When you rise, you inspire others like a beacon in the darkness. Your journey isn't just yours, it shows others they can rise too, gives them strength to keep going when they feel like giving up. Your courage, resilience, ability to rise is a light for others, a testimony to God's power working through you. You may not see the impact, but every time you rise above, you're setting an example, showing the world what's possible when you trust in God's plan. Life will always have challenges, but you don't have to accept defeat or settle for less than God's plan. You were meant to rise above, to be more than your circumstances, your past, your failures, your mistakes. You're meant to create a future guided by God, a future of purpose and promise. That starts with choosing to rise no matter what you face. You're not alone. Everyone faces tough times, momenting to give up. But in those moments, dig deeper, find the strength God gave you to rise. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Don't let obstacles define your future. You're meant to rise above, meant for greatness. When life gets tough, when you feel you can't take another step, remember you were meant to rise above for more than the struggle, the challenges. As you rise, you become the person God always meant you to be, someone who conquers, achieves, lives with purpose and meaning. Keep rising, your best days are ahead, waiting for you to claim them. Philippians chapter 3 verse 14 proclaims, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. God calls you to press forward in His purpose, to rise above every obstacle. Your time is now, my friend, right here, right now. You've spent years waiting, watching, wondering when the right moment will come, when the stars will align, when everything will feel perfect. But God's voice is ringing out, saying, the moment is here, my child, seize it. Right now, in this very moment, you need to begin the strength, the faith, the purpose God placed in you. The time to act isn't in some distant future, some far-off dream or hope. Your time is now, today, this second. You've been waiting for the perfect opportunity, for all the pieces to fall into place, for the world to give you a green light. But life doesn't work like that. The perfect time to make your move, to take the leap, to follow the dream God planted in your heart isn't something you wait for. It's something you create, with God as your guide. You have the power through His strength to shape your future with the choices you make today. There's no time like the present. Your future starts now with the steps you take in faith, Too many people spend their lives procrastinating, putting off their dreams, waiting for a sign to chase what they really want. But the sign is here. You are the sign, the vessel of God's purpose. You're the one who needs to act, to step out in faith. It doesn't matter your age, your experience, where you're starting from, whether you're 20 or 60, starting with nothing or rebuilding after a loss. What matters is deciding to move forward now, trusting God's plan. This is your moment. If you don't act, you'll look back years from now, heart heavy with regret, wondering what could have been if you'd just taken that step. Fear of failure holds us back. We're scared to try, to fall flat, to disappoint ourselves or others. I've felt that fear, standing at the edge of a dream, wondering if I'd crash and burn. But failure isn't the end, it's the result of trying, a stepping stone to growth. Every try teaches you, every failure strengthens you. There's no failure in trying. The real failure is not trying at all, not trusting God's call. Your time is now to step out of fear into action, to walk boldly in faith. It's easy to look at others who seem ahead, living the life you want, achieving what you dream of, and feel like it's too late for you. That's a lie from the enemy. It's never too late, because God's timing is perfect. There are people who started their greatest achievements later in life, who faced setbacks, hardships, failures, but kept going and made it. I've seen it, folks who started over in their 50s, who turned pain into purpose, who trusted God and defied the odds. The difference isn't talent or luck, it's action, faith-fueled action. Some take it, others don't. Action is the key, and now's your time to take it. You may have doubts, fears, people saying you're not ready, too young, too old, lacking resources or experience. But those voices don't matter. God's voice does. What matters is your willingness to take the first step, to trust His plan. Resources, people, opportunities show up when you move. They always do, because God provides. The universe works on His timing through your action. That first step opens the floodgates to what you need to succeed, because God honors faith in motion. We all have dreams, things we want to accomplish, a business to start, a book to write, a life to change. But too many wait for the perfect moment, perfect conditions, perfect circumstances. They wait and wait, then look back years later, realizing they let time slip away, waiting for the wrong thing. You should have been waiting for yourself, for the moment you're ready to act, to step into God's purpose. But guess what? You're ready now. God says so. Don't let fear, self-doubt, or the past hold you back. Don't let what didn't work, what you lost, or missed opportunities stop you. Your time is now. It's about what you choose today. Your decisions now shape your future, align you with God's plan. Your time is now to decide. You'll no longer hold yourself back, let excuses or fears dictate your life. It's time to move, act, make your dreams reality with God as your guide. There's power in now, in acting today, even if it's a small step of prayer, a plan, a single action. Every step brings you closer to who God meant you to be. Every action, choice, move propels you toward your goals, toward His purpose. As you move, things fall into place, opportunities come, people support, resources appear, because God makes a way. But it starts with that first step, with faith in Him. You've been through enough, experienced enough, learned enough. Now's the time to rise, to claim what's yours, to step into the life God destined for you. The world's waiting for you to step into your power, your purpose, to do what God meant you to do. Your time is now to stop waiting, second-guessing, holding back. Go after your dreams with everything you've got, with God as your strength. If not now, when? If not you, who? The time to act is now. There's no more waiting, no hesitation, only action, only faith. This is your moment to shine, to rise, to live the life God called you to. If you believe it, embrace it. You'll move mountains, do things you never thought possible, because God is with you. Your time is now. Go make it count. Go make Him proud. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 declares, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." God promises to renew your strength as you trust in Him, empowering you to soar. So stop explaining, stop apologizing, stop shrinking yourself to fit someone else's mold. The only one you need to answer to is the person staring back at you in the mirror and the God who created you, who calls you his own. That person knows you're enough, worthy, deserving of every dream, every blessing God has for you. Keep moving forward, my friend, because your time is now. Let them talk, let them question, let them doubt, but you keep shining. Keep walking away from what doesn't serve you and toward everything God destined for you. Stop explaining yourself to demons and people. They don't deserve your energy, your heart, your light. The world does, you do, God does. What's your name? What's holding you back today? Lay it at God's feet and let his strength lift you up. Drop an amen. In the comments, declare his truth over your life. Claim his victory for your journey. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, someone struggling to rise, someone who needs to know they matter. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's keep this fire burning together, shining God's light into the world. Your story's not over, it's just beginning, and it's a story of triumph, faith, and purpose. Step into it, live it, and let the world see what happens when you trust in God's plan. Thank you, and let's rise together.